Hello, I'm here to talk about some basic principles of life and health insurance. So let's get started. The first term we're going to define is the actuarial department. It's important to understand that someone in an organization needs to determine what price should be charged for the different types of insurance offered by that company. The actuarial department is responsible for determining those prices, as well as calculating policy reserves and dividends. Actuaries use their knowledge of math, statistics, and financial theory to analyze historical data relating to insurance risks, such as death, disease, accidents, and other causes of loss. Then they make predictions about future occurrences of those events. Based on these predictions, they set premiums for insurance policies, establish reserves for paying future claims, and calculate dividends to policyholders. If you want to learn more about how actuaries calculate premiums and reserves, check out our dedicated video on the subject. Next, we'll look at the adjuster. When a claim is submitted, it must be investigated. The adjuster is the person assigned to investigate all the facts surrounding the claim. They gather evidence and examine the merits of the claim to either arrange for it to be settled or denied. The adjuster works on behalf of the insurance company and is employed by the insurance company. Adjusters can be generalists or specialists. Some handle only small, routine claims over the phone without ever meeting the insured. Others work on large, complex claims and may need to travel to meet with the insured or inspect property. Most adjusters have a bachelor's degree in business, criminal justice, or a related field. Licensing requirements vary by state. In most states, adjusters must also pass a licensing exam. Continuing education courses are required to maintain licensure. Another term you should know is alien insurer. In the United States, an alien insurer is an insurer whose principal office and domicile location is outside this country. In contrast, a domestic insurer is one that's incorporated in the same state in which it's operating. A foreign insurer is incorporated in another state in which it's operating, and a non-admitted insurer is one that does not meet the financial requirements of the state in which it is trying to do business. Now we'll move on to the term admitted insurer. In insurance terminology, an admitted insurer is one who has received a certificate of authority from a state department of insurance, which authorizes them to conduct insurance business in that state. To obtain that certificate, an insurer must file a formal application along with financial statements and other required documents and pay any required fees. Once admitted, an insurer can transact all lines of insurance authorized in that state. Only admitted insurers can satisfy a state's financial requirement that an insurer be licensed to do business in this state. Examples of admitted insurers include New York Life Insurance Company and Northwestern Mutual. Next, we'll discuss the term agent. An agent is an individual or organization that's authorized to solicit, sell, and transact or bind coverage for specific insurance providers under the terms of one or more agent contracts. An agent is appointed by and acts on behalf of an insurance company. As an example, when a salesperson at an independent insurance agency sells you a policy issued by one of the agency's carrier partners, that salesperson is an agent of that insurance company. Agent is often used interchangeably with the term broker, but there's a difference. Agents represent the insurance company, and brokers represent the insured. More on that later. Here are some examples of agents. An agent can be an employee of an insurance company or an independent agent working for an independent agency. An agent can also be part of a captive agency system, in which case they are tied exclusively to one insurance company. Agents typically need a high school diploma or equivalent and a clean background as determined by a criminal background check. In most states, agents must pass a licensing exam before they can sell insurance. Licensing requirements and continuing education requirements vary by state. The next term we'll define is authorized insurer. Authorized insurer is simply another term for admitted insurer. Now we'll move on to the term broker. A broker is a person who represents himself and the insured, the client or customer. A broker cannot bind coverage on behalf of an insurance carrier because a broker is not appointed as an agent. Brokers typically charge a fee for their services, which is paid by the insured. Brokers may be generalists or specialists. Those selling life insurance are usually licensed in multiple lines of insurance so that they can offer the client a variety of options. Brokers typically need a high school diploma or equivalent and a clean background as determined by a criminal background check. In most states, brokers must pass a licensing exam before they can sell insurance. Licensing requirements and continuing education requirements vary by state. The final term we'll define is captive insurer. A captive insurer is an insurer that is established and owned by a parent firm for the purpose of insuring the parent firm's loss exposures. The captive insurer writes and underwrites insurance policies for the parent firm and its affiliates. It invests its funds in accordance with state laws and applicable regulations and pays claims to its parent and its affiliates. The captive insurer may write all lines of insurance, including property, casualty, professional liability, and workers' compensation. Or it may specialize in writing just one line of insurance. So now that we've gone through all the terms, let's take a look at how they're used in context. When choosing an insurance policy, consumers should consider whether to buy from an authorized insurer. Authorized insurers meet minimum financial requirements established by state regulators and are therefore considered to be financially stable. They've also met other requirements, such as demonstrating an understanding of the state's insurance laws and regulations and establishing a system for handling consumer complaints. Working with an authorized insurer can provide peace of mind that the company will be there to pay claims when they come due. Additionally, authorized insurers are often required to participate in state guarantee funds, which provide additional coverage if the insurer becomes insolvent. However, consumers should keep in mind that not all authorized insurers are created equal. It's important to compare quotes from multiple companies to find the best coverage at the most affordable price. Additionally, consumers should read policy reviews and talk to friends and family to get their opinions on different insurers. By taking the time to do their research, consumers can find an authorized insurer that meets their needs and provides the coverage they require. Using an agent or a broker can be a great way to find the right insurance policy for your needs. Agents and brokers are licensed professionals who can help you navigate the complex world of insurance and find the coverage that best fits your situation. They can also help you understand the policy terms and conditions and make sure that you have the right amount of coverage. Additionally, agents and brokers can help you save money by comparing quotes from multiple insurance companies and finding the best rates. They can also help you file a claim if you ever need to make one. Using an agent or broker can be a valuable asset when it comes to your insurance coverage. With their help, you can be sure that you're getting the right policy for your needs at the best possible price. There are several advantages to using an alien insurer. Alien insurers often have access to more capital, which can result in lower premiums for consumers. Additionally, alien insurers may offer more comprehensive coverage than domestic insurers. Because they're not subject to state regulation, they may be able to offer policies that are more tailored to the needs of their customers. For example, an alien insurer may offer a policy that covers damage to property in a foreign country, something that a domestic insurer may not be able to do. Finally, alien insurers may be able to provide better customer service than domestic insurers. Since they often have call centers located in other countries, customers may find that they can get their questions answered more quickly and easily. When deciding whether to use an alien insurer, it's important to weigh the potential advantages against the risks. It's important to note that not all alien insurers are created equal, and it's important to do your research and choose a reputable company. Additionally, consumers should be aware that there may be some drawbacks to using an alien insurer, such as difficulty filing claims and limited customer service options. Ultimately, the decision of whether or not to use an alien insurer is a personal one that should be based on your individual needs and circumstances. So that's a look at some basic principles of life and health insurance. Hopefully this was helpful to you. Let us know what you thought of this video in the comments below. We appreciate your feedback and we'll see you in the next one.